Hi guys, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork and welcome to another battle vid. And in today's battle vid, we're comparing two flagship Nokia Lumia devices to see which is the best. So first off, we have the Nokia Lumia Icon, which is just released. It's got a 5-inch frame and it is a powerhouse. And of course, the nice behemoth, the Lumia 1520. So we're going to compare both devices, the Icon and the 1520, to see which is the best Lumia device on the market. Right, so let's take a look at the similarities between both devices before we jump into some of those differences we talked about. First thing is that both of them are polycabinet builds, so they have that solid polycabinet build on both devices, and they are both powered by Snapdragon 800 processors. So you have the best processor on the land, basically powering both devices in here, and that's something that's pretty cool and interesting. Now, the other thing to note is that they both have 2 GB of storage, and they both also have 1080p displays, and that's about it. And then everything else, there are differences that start off here. So first big difference is you've got 32 GB of inbuilt storage. You have 16 GB of inbuilt storage on the US version, since this is both Verizon and AT&T devices. Although the 1520 does support micro SD card, I have to give it to the Lumia Icon. Main reason, basically, the Icon here has more storage built in, and also because Windows Phone 8, you really can't run applications off your SD card, so that's a very huge point. Now we flip both of them over here. Oops, sorry. And look at some of the simple things here. Now, software-wise, there's one feature that the Lumia devices brought forward. It's actually the glance feature, where you can see I have my clock. I can double tap and unlock my phone. Can't do that on the Icon. It's not available. That feature actually isn't there, and I'll show you guys in a second. Let's jump over to our settings here, and we'll show you what we mean. At the bottom, glance, see clock, notification, latest glance screen. So there's a new feature for glance that's there. There we go. And that's it. That's available when we power this on and we go into settings over here. Scroll down. There is no glance capabilities here. Even if we try to search for glance in the App Store, that is not available. So on that aspect, on that little thing that I do like a lot, the 1520 actually wins. So search for glance, that feature is not here. There's nothing from Nokia on there. So that's something that's out and missing. Another cool feature that basically the difference between both devices, that on the US version, the 1520 has wireless charging, but it has PMA wireless charging. We drop that there. Let's drag it forward. No charging, no charging, no charging. And again, on the US version, you need a wireless charging backplate. So I forgot to mention that, which is why you have those pins. Meanwhile, the Icon, you drop it here on the tilt wireless charger. It's charging. There we go. So you can see that there it's actually charging. And so basically the Icon wins on that department here in terms of charging. Now, in terms of camera modules, actually, this is an area where the Icon also wins. You see, there is no hump. This is flush. You actually have a slight hump here again, which actually basically differentiates both devices here on here. Now, when it comes to size and fit, this is where, you know what, I have to be impartial. Now, the 1520 is 5 inches. You can see it in my hands. I do have big hands. I'm going to warn you guys. So basically, you can see my hands are larger, but it still is a nice fit. I can move across quite easily. You can see I can cover both sides. And this is also what most regular people use, compared to, say, the 1520, which is my favorite device. I can still move across, but I do have to stretch a little bit, and most people won't like this. So on size and fit, I have to give it again to the 1520. So the 1520 is leading this battle fit here. So, you know, I think a lot of people will like that size and fit scenario. Now let's check out video samples, daytime, nighttime, as well as some photos to see which device actually here really hits the mark on that department.
Right, so here is a sound sample 1080p of both devices. On your left, you have the Icon, and on your right, you have the 1520. The first 30 seconds of this video will be sound from the Icon, and the next 30 seconds will be sound from the 1520. To give you an idea what it looks like side by side. Daytime 1080p, and then nighttime will be side by side 1080p. So let's switch over sound to the 1520. So now here's sound from the 1520. Good Lord, so we pan around here. Lots of snow, lots of ice and mush that you would expect. Cars, and of course keep walking, and we'll do about a minute full. The 1520 tries to refocus there, and we'll switch over and do some nighttime recording. Nighttime shots, video. Of course, on my left, starting off, is the icon, and on my right is the 1520. So we're going to go down the steps and walk down the street. And audio is coming right now from the icon, and eventually the audio will come from the 1520 after 30 seconds or so. So we walk down the streets. You can see how each one captures light. We walk into traffic, and we get all that in there. So switching over to audio on the 1520.
Now I'm using the light on there so you can see snow in the dark and all that fun jazz. They give you an idea of what it looks like. Now, there is some color correction I'm getting again still on the icon. The 1520 looks pretty exact, but that's pretty much it, guys. Now let's take some photos, enjoy the photos, and then we'll round up this battle vid. All right, so we looked at video of both devices, and you can tell in daytime video, they're pretty much the same. Nighttime is where we had some issues with the Lumia icon. We saw some of that blue or purplish tint because of some color corrections. That could be solved with software. And also we saw that the 1520 handled that much better. So, and then photos were pretty much the same for both devices. There were a few advantages, I think, to the 1520. So I would have to give basically the camera of the 1520 a slight edge, and I think that's only a software issue, but I think they're pretty much the same there. Now, finally, to wrap up this battle vid, it still seems like the icon is leading, but I think one of the things that will place the icon above the 1520 is one simple reason. The icon and the 1520 are both solid devices, but the icon is available on AT&T. I mean, the 1520 is available on AT&T, and it is a locked device on AT&T. The icon, rather, comes unlocked on Verizon. You can use your T-Mobile SIM, you can use your AT&T SIM, you can use your any other SIM card from any other carrier, and it will work on the icon. And that is actually a huge benefit. And that is why our winner of this battle vid has to be the Nokia Lumia Icon. I think because this device here has a more natural fit for most people's hands at 5 inches, a slimmer frame, it's got built-in wireless charging, you've got 32 gigabytes of storage in there, you've got a very solid camera, and also the one benefit is that you can use it on any single carrier that you choose, makes this the best Lumia device on the market. So the Icon, Captain America himself, basically is the best Windows phone right now on the market you can pick up. Of course, there could be others. We know MWC is basically going on right now. So definitely, if you have any questions or do not agree with me of picking the Icon as the winner, you think, hey, the 1520 here should win, because you know what, we do have Poison Ivy, but that's not the case. If you don't think I'm correct, let me know your thoughts. Let me know why the 1520 should have won instead of the Icon. If you do agree, again, let me know your thoughts, why you think I was correct. But leave your comments below with this video. Also, guys, do subscribe to our channel. It's on the top right-hand corner right there. You can hit the subscribe button so that we can actually make more videos for you, more videos like this. And also do like this video, share this video, and tell your friends about Bored at Work. So this is Thunder E saying thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment.